away from the gilded gates of the hilltop and into another world. Investigators needed to know what was the connection between Kim Wakefield and Tanikia Thompson, and were they responsible for the murders?
She has a relationship with John. She's going to know some information, hopefully, to find out who committed these murders.
Investigators were tracking 19-year-old Tanikia Thompson and a woman rumored to be her friend, Kim Wakefield, to question them about the brutal slaying of John Hancock and his mother. Did Kim's romantic involvement with Hancock intersect with his murder?
On Thursday, May 9th of 1996, my partner and I found out where Kim Wakefield lived, and we went over to her apartment in the city of Anaheim. She was present at home, so she invited us in. We told her why we were there. She gave us some background information on her relationship with John Hancock. She said back in March, she was working at Fritz's, that's it. It's a gentleman's club in Anaheim. She was a dancer and a stripper there, and John Hancock would come in regularly. She said he liked to throw money around, especially in the presence of women. She started seeing him, not dating him in her eyes, but just seeing him. She had been over to his house a couple times. He had been over to her apartment a couple times. She divulged that she liked to paint, that the job that she had at the gentleman's club was just kind of a stepping stone, trying to provide for herself and her daughter that lived at home with her.
By March of 1996, Kimberly Wakefield knew that she and John Hancock wanted different things from the relationship. He wanted intimacy, he wanted forever, she wanted a friendship.
And so she decided weeks before the homicides to break things off with him. But she seemed sincere and concerned about him still wanting to continue the relationship. But she was also pretty firm in the fact that she didn't want it to go any further. I mean, to what extent would Kim go to make sure that that relationship ended? So we considered the possibility that maybe she had somebody set up the murder somehow.
As the interview with Kim Wakefield pointed towards Hancock's unrequited love, she suddenly dropped a detail on detectives that revealed the connection to Tanikia they had been looking for.
John apparently threw some money at Kim Wakefield and paid for a month's rent at her apartment, and even purchased one of her paintings that she had at the house. And while he was there, Tanikia came over. Tanikia lives in the same apartment complex, just 3 or 4 apartments down. Tanikia, because of her proximity to Kim's apartment, Kim would ask her to babysit sometimes for her. So Kim was comfortable with Tanikia just walking in the apartment. And this was one of those times where she just walked in and John Hancock happened to be there. And that's when the two of them met, right? John Hancock and Tanikia Thompson.
John paid $700 cash for one of Kimberly's paintings.